Well, hi there, everybody. Good morning. Meteorologist Travis Klineski here on this Thursday morning where a cold front is about to exit the state of Nebraska. Most of us now behind that front with a brisk north and northwest wind. Those winds going to be kind of breezy today, a little bit noticeable, drawing in some cooler air. Now, the good news is many of us are going to get some sun. There are a few clouds out there this morning. Should be mostly sunny much of the day. Late in the day, the clouds will start to thicken up, though. So brisk winds out of the north and the northeast, which will be drawing in cooler air, and it's going to make it feel colder as well today. Much chillier than what we had out there yesterday. These clouds will continue to be on the increase tonight. We're going to focus on the southeast for some moisture. Now, while this model just only has some rain in the far southeast outside of our area, a few models do hint at maybe some moisture as far northwest as about right in here. So cannot rule out a little bit of moisture. In the farther northwest you go, it'll be just cold enough that it should be mainly snow, possibly some freezing rain, and there could be some accumulation if it were to fly. That's the if right now. So watch for some, a dusting of snow, maybe up to around a ½ inch or so in these spots. The rest of us just kind of becoming mainly cloudy out there, although there will be a little pocket of clearing that comes through for a time early tomorrow morning. Now, the good news is tomorrow the winds will be much lighter for your Friday, but the clouds are going to be sticking around. Still a chance of moisture in the southeast tomorrow. You can kind of see it here. It passes through the Fall City area, but again, still might affect these areas here. That's a big if, but it could happen. It's a slight chance. And if that happens, again, some light accumulating snow. And then the winds will start to change direction. You kind of see the wind going from northeast to southerly out west here. Those winds changing direction are going to begin to usher in the return of some slightly warmer temperatures. The problem is there's still going to be a lot of clouds around on Saturday, so it's not going to be a big bump in temperatures quite yet. And here comes the next chance of moisture, another disturbance. This one brings us a better chance when it comes to more of the area being covered with a chance of rain or snow. Probably snow initially, then could warm up enough to maybe get to rain. This will actually make its way through during the day on Saturday here. So we could be looking at some very limited moisture, a dusting of snow, maybe a little more if this thing really overperforms, up to an inch maybe. So if there's a little coating of snow on the ground during the day Saturday, I would not be surprised. And if we do happen to see that moisture, then my forecast high is probably too high. So highs for today, mid to upper 30s up to the north and west, 40s elsewhere, maybe some upper 40s in the southeast. Tonight's temperatures down in the upper teens and low to mid 20s. Tomorrow's temperatures a little chillier for most of us, mid to upper 30s and lower 40s for highs on Friday. Now, looking at Friday night to Saturday morning, upper teens, low 20s, and then Saturday it's a little bit of an iffy forecast right now. This model is going with 40s for the most part, even near 50 in the southwest, cooler 30s here. This will all depend on if that moisture can clear out in time, and if we do see that moisture anyway, that may hold us down. So if we see upper 30s and lower 40s, I would not be surprised here in the Tri-Cities area. As we look at the rest of your forecast, it does get better from there. So again, more clouds around tomorrow, one of our colder days. Saturday could be comparable if there's enough cloud cover and we see some moisture. I'm going with a 20% chance for now. Beyond that, much better weather. It starts to warm up Sunday and into next week as we get the 40s and then the 50s and even near 60 by Wednesday. And should be mainly dry weather with some somewhat breezy days there Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. And beyond that, we could see the temperatures up into the 60s next, again, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And then next Saturday, maybe coming down a little bit as we get into that long range part of the forecast. But the Climate Prediction Center still from next Thursday all the way through the following Wednesday, so that's the 7th through the 13th of December, well above average highs are projected by the Climate Prediction Center for much of the middle part of the country, and by most of the country above average. Near average down here in the southeast, which is still nice weather for them, but well above average. Could be a great stretch of weather into the early and middle portions of December. I'm a little iffy on this right now. I certainly think that the above average precipitation certainly looks more likely here to the northwest. I'm a little iffy on if we'll get much moisture. If we do, it would probably be closer to the tail end of these days here, maybe around the 11th, 12th, 13th of December. So that's something to keep an eye on, but I'm not going to go too gung-ho on that part of the forecast. Way too far out right now. All right, two forecast models. The European model, there's the moisture tonight and tomorrow. Notice how it's probably off to our southeast, but may clip the very southeast parts of the area, especially tomorrow. A little bit of maybe a dusting of snow, maybe even a little ice. But most of us will stay dry. And then there comes that chance on Saturday. Very light snow, possibly mixing with rain before it moves out. This model hints at some moisture on Sunday. I'm not thinking we're going to get much there. Beyond Sunday, it's pretty quiet. We'll start to warm up more by Wednesday and beyond. And then maybe that cool down around next Saturday. We'll see if there's some moisture that comes into play as well. That's a long ways out though. So GFS on the other hand, let's see how that looks here. Here's tonight. This one's a little closer to us when it comes to the moisture, where southeastern areas could see a little bit of that rain changing to ice and then to snow, and maybe sticking around even into Saturday there, maybe that second roll round of some snow or ice there. And so, again, Hebron, Belleville, Kansas, Fairbury, Crete, Lincoln, Beatrice, Pawnee City in the local 4 viewing area. Maybe some very limited moisture. Most of the rest of us, nothing. Then here comes the Saturday chance, some light snow, maybe mixing with rain and then moving on out. It's not going to be much. Should be dry Sunday and beyond. All the moisture stays to our north. Monday, well, we'll see. I'm still not too gung-ho on the moisture chances Monday and Tuesday. Then we start to really warm up Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of next week and beyond. Maybe here comes the cool down Saturday of next week right there with more clouds and maybe eventually some new moisture coming in. Maybe that's what the long range climate prediction center's outlook was showing us, maybe some of that moisture building in early the following week, say around the 10th, 11th, 12th of December, somewhere in there. So we'll see. Long ways out yet. Here is the outlook for temperatures here the next several days. Again, a little colder today, tomorrow, and Saturday. Trying to warm up a little bit on Sunday. Trying to warm up some more Monday, Tuesday. And then we really start to get that milder weather by Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And then the late week cool down here as we get towards Saturday and beyond at the end of that forecast period right there. That's one forecast model. Let's show the other one. I'm going to switch over real quick here. That was the GFS. The European model isn't quite as nice as the GFS, I believe. But we will show it to you anyway. Here's the European model again, cooler these next couple of days. Trying to warm up just a little bit over the weekend. And then starting to warm up a little bit more Monday, Tuesday, and beyond. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, the best weather. And then late next week, you're on that Saturday, Sunday time frame. There's that next shot of colder air. So this looks somewhat accurate in that 10-day part of that 10-day forecast, again with those warmer temperatures coming around Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then the temperature starting to drop for the second weekend of December in that long range part of the forecast. So there it is. One more look at that real quick, that 10-day high temperature forecast. So thank you all for watching on this Thursday morning. We'll wrap up the week tomorrow, Friday morning, with the latest forecast, and then we'll say goodbye for the weekend, the first weekend of December, which, by the way, hard to believe. We're almost to December already. So enjoy your final day of November, and I will see you all on Friday, December 1st. Talk to you all later. Bye.